Seems to be cold. Looks really cold.
Sorry?
It looks really cold. Look at him. He's dressed up like it's minus 20 degrees.
APU's on?
APU's on.
Hey Dave, how you doing?
Box break set. One good.
How you guys doing? Thanks, Dave, for sending that. Hey Teresa, how you doing? I think I'm gonna grab a water. Daisy, what are you doing, hon? You out there chasing the deer? You have to take a pee-pee? You want to take a pee-pee or not? You want to go pee-pee? You want to stay inside or go pee-pee or treat? You want treat or pee-pee? Pee-pee, treat, or go outside? You want treat? You want treat? Party time. Topo Gigi. Monterrey, Mexico. How you guys doing tonight? Carbonated spring water. Topo Gigi. Good growing. Good growing. How you guys doing? Had a pretty good impromptu chat today. She did want a treat. You're right, Karen. Sure did. How you feeling today? Any more news on your leg? Certainly seemed like a blood clot was better than, some kind of other complication with diabetes. Do you have any news? Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks, Dave. I'll pass that along. He'll probably do it, tell you the truth. Hey, Faye, how you doing? I just watched an excellent one. I watched the whole video, hour and 5 minutes, of two female German pilots for Lufthansa flying an MD-11 freighter. Really excellent. I watched every second of it, man. Other people liked it as well. Just charming ladies, very bright.
and I really enjoy watching it. I'm a typical guy. Of course, I want to know what both of them look like in a bathing suit, but I don't think that's happening. Well, the hands are gone. 2-hour video uploading. It's going to take forever. But it's, same stuff, but, different angles and stuff. Kind of a little standoff between a possum and a fox. Oh, okay, Karen. I wonder why they don't, I don't know if that hyperbaric chamber is an option for you. I know they use that for cases just like that. There may be something better now. I haven't heard about it in quite a while. I don't know if it's still the same or not. Good luck with that. Faye, you still getting that warming trend? What a disappointing winter, huh? Now you could still get nailed. It was 71 here today, 62 right now. Like I was saying earlier, I never paid attention to the temperature in Georgia when I lived elsewhere. But this is like a great winter temperature. Tough old lady, that helps. I think this is better than Florida. Michelle told me this gets bad ratings. Geopolitics. But I'm still drinking it. What doesn't get bad ratings nowadays? I mean, it's funny now that, the computers and Google reviews and all these food platforms, you go and look up a rating of a place you've loved and eaten at for 40 years and like they got 2 stars, but you still like it. So, I look at ratings too. What are you going to do? Go and look at the worst rated restaurant and go there? I mean, it's like anything, piece it together as good as you can and roll the dice. I'm not exactly sure what a bunker is, Dave. What is it exactly? Is that like a storage unit? A place where you store stuff? What? Yeah, it probably is. Probably true. They say any publicity is good publicity, but I don't think I'd like to try that at a restaurant. There's places I don't go when I read some of the ratings. And the unfortunate part is that you never know when some jack off they fired for stealing, whether he or she was the author of it or not. So it's like Amazon reviews full of shit. I do find myself, though, going to the negative reviews no matter what it is I do, whether it's a restaurant or an airline, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Yeah, you're right about that, Karen. Chris, how you doing? I thought you were going to get your computer fixed, your animation. Yeah, they have some of those down in Monroe, but that property's sold. I don't know what they're doing with it now. 100 feet long and 60. Oh, gotcha. All right. Cool. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? How's your day going today? What's your weather out there in Seattle? My car didn't get fixed today. Oh, really, Miami? Oh, okay. Where would the Army be putting those? I thought they were like during wartime. What do you do? Like ship the parts over and then build them where you're fighting a war or what? I'll have to look one up. Bunkers. Archie Bunker. Remember Archie Bunker, Stephanie? Sunny and 45. Yeah, good for you. That's hard to do where you live. You know, I don't hear the craziness out around Seattle like I do other places in the country. Yeah, Louisiana. I hope to never go there again. Anything I saw there, I didn't like it, other than the hot sauce. I like the hot sauce. Yeah, I do. Oh, ammo production base. Oh, okay, cool. Well, that's kind of neat. Oh, really? 750 million. I see one guy, the guy out in California, he had turned himself in. He won a couple billion. Yeah, it was a good show. My dad used to watch it. Yeah, no, you're right about that, Jeff. I see some pretty interesting things on people that convert these storage units. They look pretty good. I don't think I want to live in one. I mean, if you're a real super handy person, you like doing that kind of stuff, maybe. But if you're a regular Joe, I had an octagonal house one time, actually about 100 miles from here, Woodstock, Georgia. It was an octagon. No, it was no big deal. Kind of cool. You know, it was a custom built home, but it wasn't like a lot of money. I think I paid $100,000 for it in '86. And man, let me tell you, that baby was hard to get insurance for. And you know, when you went in the rooms, you know, there was a little angle to them. I mean, it was still, you didn't notice it that much, but there were just enough differences with it that insurance companies didn't really want to insure you in case you had replacement value or you wanted to build the same thing if it burned down. Bottom line, it was a big pain in the ass. I'd never buy another house out of the box anymore. You know, something outside normal parameters. Oh, did you, Karen? Okay, cool. What part of Georgia were you in? Yeah, they do. I'm not really into homes, to tell you the truth. If I ever get this one finished over here, hopefully it's my last home. I don't really care about home. I'd live in a garage, no problem, with one big nice window for rainstorms. You know, bedroom just like the one I got here. Small kitchen like the one I have here. I could have had this house. I probably should have took it. But, you know, I wanted this and that. But as far as like, you know, these houses, these big expensive houses, it's just stupid to me. I'd be happy. If I lived in good weather, you know, you didn't need to worry. I'd get one of those big military tents. I think of the Civil War down here when it was going on. My God, man. I can't imagine that the Civil War soldiers down around a place like this in the summertime. Bugs and the snakes and moisture is crazy down here. Mold. And we get crazy rainstorms, which I like. Oh, Savannah and Brunswick. Oh, okay. Cool. Brunswick stew. You like that Brunswick stew, Karen? I don't really like it. But you know it's a big deal down here. Yeah, who is this? Oh, here's Chris. Ron Jeremy's coming up. Chris will keep us entertained. Come on, Ron Jeremy. Hit the button, man. It says devices are not connected. I got to pay more attention to these private chats, too. People send me messages in this private chat, but it's kind of hard to see when you're looking at the screen. I don't catch them sometimes. I hope they don't think I'm ignoring them. Something's wrong at Chris's connection. Rob, don't like that. He's out at a pool convention where they set up pool tables and stuff. He's going to be out there for about 3 weeks. Yeah. Hedgehog. I think those tiny houses are cool. They're not cheap, I know that. If you look at the square footage, they're not cheap. I don't know, other than my books, I could live in a tiny house. I'd rather have a tiny house and a big, giant, huge, climate-controlled garage. I don't know, Chris is having a hard time getting on tonight. Debbie's probably flogging him.
No.
Beating the hell out of him. Usually he gets on pretty good. Oh, you like that, huh? Yeah, I never cared for stew any kind. That place that I go, that barbecue place in Madison, it's expensive when you buy like a quart for somebody. But I bought it for a couple people that like Brunswick stew, and they really enjoy it. Miami, why don't you come up tonight? Dave? Jeff, why don't you come up? Come on, this is all in the family, talking, chatting, sharing ideas. You don't even have to have your face shown if you don't want to. You can just do the audio. I mean, I know the way the women, they claim their hair doesn't look right. But the men, what's your excuse? Come on, everybody, let's party. It's different when people are up and you're talking. Oh, cool. I know where there's a good deal on an RV if anybody wants one. Seriously. The lady selling it, Marty bought a huge collection of cars off of. As I mentioned before, it was on Antique Roadshow. The name of the show is Alabama Rolls. And she's got a 20-year-old motorhome, about 60,000 miles, great shape. It's got that V10. It's been in a garage. It's never been left outside. Looks good. I almost bought it, but I know better. You have a social phobia? Oh, okay. Well, all right. That's okay. Well, Jeff can't watch a movie, so he can't. Karen, what's your excuse? Teresa, why don't you come out and party? We'll talk about tiny houses. Yeah, no, there's no water damage. That's exactly why I wouldn't want one. I mean, I'd drive it a couple times, and I don't want all that bullshit. It's hard enough keeping a car on the road. There's 19,000 things with those. Plus, they get about 4 miles a gallon. I was even going to get it and bring it out here and just park it down by the pond. I thought, man, that's crazy. Why would you do that? This is how it would go. Bring it up here. When you got it here, you'd realize it needed an oil change, this, that, radiator flushed, all this bullshit. And then you'd be out there in the first rain with a big smile on your face, and you'd see a trickle of water would hit you in the forehead as you were trying to fall asleep. And you'd spend the next week trying to figure out where the water was leaking. So you'd screw around with that a month. And since you wouldn't be driving it, you'd be trying to keep the tires inflated. It'd just totally go to hell. And God forbid if you had a transmission or problem or something back there. Before you know it, you have this, 35-foot Class A motorhome sitting out in what used to be a beautiful open field of wild animals. And then you've just gone totally hillbilly. No, Chris, you should. We had one on earlier today, and everybody. Well, only one guy got on. Don got on fine. I don't know why you couldn't access that. I don't know why you couldn't access it. Hey, Chris, could you just click that link but not come on and see if it comes up? Can't seem to access your camera mic. Is it possible they're being used by another program? No, I don't use Skype. Nope. I didn't touch any settings. And, I don't think it's any different when I let myself on. I add myself to the chat just like I do you. Yeah, see, I can see it coming up. It's white and then it turns gray, but I never see your picture. Oh, here it is.
Well,
What do you mean you can't get on?
I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone right now. I'm restarting my computer because when I was on my computer, is saying that I couldn't access. It was saying that I'm using Skype. I'm not even using Skype. I don't understand why it's counteracting with Skype.
Yeah, it's your Mary had a problem. Yeah, Mary had a problem the other day too. I got it, Jeff. Thank you though for going to.
Something to do with Skype. Good. I don't ever use that shit. So I restarted my computer now. Hopefully that'll fix it. But
no, man, I don't use it either. Thanks, Jeff. Hey, Rainy Days. Hey, Justin. Rainy Days, why don't you come on up here? Click on that link.
So how you doing?
No, I could hear your audio's a little shaky, Chris, but it's still better than it was.
It'll be better once my computer restarts.
No, it's nice down there. All you got to do is see that link, Karen, under chosen one. You cut and paste that link in your browser, and you just click on it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So you doing?
Where's Debbie, Chris?
You're laying down, not feeling good. Debbie has a lot of pain.
Good. Taking it. I didn't have a car today. You're not feeling good?
I'm feeling fine. I feel great.
Really? From what?
Debbie, she has herniated discs in her back. She has fibromyalgia. She has.
Why is Debbie in pain?
Because just getting up, older. She's fibromyalgia. She has tendonitis, curvaceous tendonitis.
Sorry about that.
Fibromyalgia, all that stuff. Hopefully by next year she can get on Medicaid.
Okay.
And then she can see somebody.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? Because right now she doesn't really. Right now, I'm kind of supporting her right now. She don't really have much of an income.
Well, she's not working right now, is she?
She works on her computer doing surveys and makes money on there. But as far as the rent, I pay for the rent mostly, and she gets a food card.
Yeah, but maybe now's the time to get on Medicaid.
She's probably going to do it next year. Then she'll draw her full Social Security. So she has 35 years in credit.
But I mean, you can if you have low income.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you can,
I don't get.
If you've got low income, even if it's temporarily, you can still work and get Medicaid.
Yeah,
if she's got health problems like that, she could just get on Medicaid.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about food stamps.
Oh, okay.
But I think she could. Kidney stones. That's super painful, Teresa. But she might want to talk to a caseworker.
Yeah, or somebody.
Explain her situation rather than, Yeah, kidney stones hurt. I never had one, but I know people that have. Hey, Mary, how you doing? Yeah. Yeah, I know they hurt. I took a lady I knew when I was living in West Branch. She called me at 3 a.m, and I took her to emergency room. She had a kidney stone. Yep. I never had one. It's weird what occurs. And Marty's son-in-law just had one. Had to take 10 days off work. It's crazy the things that happen.
Yeah, when you get older, yeah.
Yeah, sorry about Debbie feeling bad.
Yeah,
Chris.
She has.
That sucks.
It's part of getting old, She's 64. She's not a spring chicken anymore. Your body.
You don't need to be old.
Yeah. She tried to apply for.
Well, she'll be able to get.
She'll get her full Social Security next year. So she has 35 years in already, so
yeah.
she's already in the door. So
yeah, some people keep getting them and getting them. Yeah, right. Good for her. Hey, Dave. Oh, good. How you doing, Dave?
What's up?
It's like Dave's got some snow on the ground. How you doing?
No snow.
There are ways to do it. Oh, it's not what? Oh, I thought that was snow. Oh, it's grass. Oh, okay.
Can you see this?
How do you lower? I don't know. I think there are ways to do it. You know anything about them, Dave? Kidney stones?
Oh yeah, I've had them.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
Yep. Is there something you can do to limit your risk?
Stay away from well water. That makes them worse.
Now I'm gonna try to jump on my computer
Stay
now.
away from
Oh,
well
really? It does. Okay. Why is that, I wonder?
I think it's a calcium buildup, isn't it?
Cherry juice is good, huh?
Cranberry juice.
I'm not sure what they're made out of. I don't know. Oh, okay. Huh, I'm glad I don't have any. Got every other damn thing. Well, that's a bunker?
Yeah.
Is that a bunker?
Yeah.
Now, how far is that? How far is that from where you live?
About 200 feet.
Cool. And they've been empty the whole time?
Oh yeah. Yep.
There you go. Easy fix. There you go. Just restart your computer.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I have that happen sometimes.
There.
Oh, made up in
Easy
two
fix.
types. I didn't know
Easy
that.
fix.
Oh, okay. Huh. Yeah, good job.
Can you hear me
I
better?
have that happen sometimes with mine. Yeah, a lot better.
Good.
Yep. Yeah, but I mean, oh, here's Michelle. She's gonna do a cooking stream for us. Cook some cookies. Make some cookies.
Hey guys.
Hey, Michelle.
How's the bar scene tonight?
Good.
The YouTube bar scene.
Yeah, that's about it, isn't it?
You hiding?
Kinds of-
Well, I'll come on camera in a minute. I'm not exactly like camera ready, so
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Oh, no, we're all easygoing here.
Some people don't feel comfortable being on camera. I understand.
well, actually it's interesting because I found a house that has the perfect setup to do like a cooking, like it has like an island and I mean the kitchen isn't like, it's not like huge or anything, but it's like the perfect layout. Do you know what I mean? Where I can actually do a good cooking video. So I'm not sure. I'm not just gonna go out and buy a house, but you know.
Yeah, but I think you should at least. I think you're thinking that you have to have these things to have a successful cooking show. And there's people on here that know of successful cooking shows that don't. So I think you should just at least give it a whirl.
Yeah, I mean, I made a good banana pudding the other day that I used like vanilla wafers and I made the pudding by scratch and it was really good. People enjoyed it, you know. Bananas are
You know what you
amazing
could do?
for you. What's
You know
that?
what you could do?
What?
You could bake something or make something, right? You know, put something together
Mm-hmm.
and then send it to me. Send it to me. I'll pay the shipping and we'll set it out for the animals at night on the trail cams.
Nice. I will give them the leftovers.
Well, it's unbiased. There's no agenda.
That's
I
true.
mean, if you put out the banana pudding and we compare it to like the cookies, it's as good as it gets. I mean, I know how these animals are. They don't eat everything. They go for the good stuff.
They'll eat whatever, Tom. You know that. Especially
No,
dogs.
not true.
Dogs will
No.
freaking.
No, but here's the thing. Would you at least agree with this? That they're going to eat what they like first.
That's true. No, you're right. You're
Okay.
right. Animals
All right.
have good sniffers. You know, like dogs can smell.
So how about we just whatever they ate first? But if we put out your pudding and then we put out your cookies, and they ate all the cookies and then started working on the pudding, that speaks volume.
What do they like actually, I got a lot of feedback from the cookies. Apparently, the frosting recipe I used, everyone loved it. So I'm going to stick to that frosting recipe to make homemade frosting. Because I ask people, and I tell people too, because these are people that know me. They're trying to be nice and everything. And I'll be like, just be honest. Like, you're not going to hurt my feelings. Like, what do you think about this?
Night,
You know? My husband, he'll tell me if he doesn't like something, like if he's not a big fan of it, like it's okay.
That was Dave, my enemy. He has bunkers behind his house, old military bunkers.
Are you serious?
Dave that comes on here from Indiana, Michigan City. Yeah. It's like some government property near his house or something like that. I guess they're going to put them up for sale.
With bunkers? Well,
but I think if you, hey, Michelle, you could even do it at your house. That could be your shtick. You could like do a, cutesy video and giggle and make some bowl or whatever, bake something. And then at the end of the show, you take it out and you sit it in front of the trail cam for the night. What other cooking shows doing that?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Cooking
you gotta have. You can't just.
Cooking is so competitive today. Look at all the cooking shows that are on TV nowadays.
Yeah, you got to think out of the box.
Do you watch cooking shows? You like watch Hell's Kitchen, Master Chef, any of that?
Oh yeah, I watch a lot of them. Sure.
I do too. I enjoy them. Master Chef Junior is good too.
Well, actually,
that or just get like some. No, go ahead.
Well, and I mean, like, when you're talking about doing a cooking show and like whatever, and then giving them to like the animals to eat, like,
I
don't know.
Do it. How about this? We compare my hams against your cooking with wild animals.
Okay. Well,
then we can play off it,
That doesn't sound like the worst. That doesn't sound like the worst idea. But the thing is I mean, like yesterday, I made a bunch of Bloody Marys for some friends, and it was surprising on like stuff that you can put in one of those things, and what people expect.
Like what?
Like people want like a sandwich in their Bloody Mary now, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like,
I like a Bloody Mary every once in a while. I have one once in a while.
I mean, it's not bad. And you can stick to like basics with Bloody Mary. You can just stick to like, maybe like you can make it really easy with like just vodka and like V8 spicy tomato juice or Clamato. But I mean, people want like.
I've never had one.
Oh, really?
Oh, you gotta have one. Hey, Dave, are you still out there? Hey, Mark, how you doing? Mary wants to see the bunkers.
I want to see the bunker. I want to see what crazy person set up bunkers in their backyard.
No, the government built them, and then they just didn't use them. I think he got disconnected.
Oh.
Dave, put the bunkers on. Oh, people want to see them.
Can you see my background?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you can. Okay.
I'll be honest with you. Like, I've known people who've gone like a little off the wall and legitimately wanted to build those things. Like, do you think it has to do with the air balloons too? Conspiracy theory?
You mean in what way? Somebody wanting to build one?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this: these balloons are getting on my nerves, especially the one in Michigan. They shot down near Rogers City.
It flew
You know, the
right.
first missile missed $380,000. They missed. Then the
It
second
flew
one, they
right.
hit it. That's two $380,000 missiles after this damn thing.
It flew
So
right
Tom,
over.
if we ever got into a war with China, what do you think would happen?
Oh, God. We
Can't
get
imagine.
killed, creamed.
You
I mean,
think
they could
so?
come over here with slingshots and wipe us out. There's so many of them. It'd be like getting in a fight with a red anthill. I wouldn't want to do it. Plus, they do anything you tell them to, kamikaze type stuff like the Japanese did. You could just order like 2 million of them to come over here and start blowing up Georgia, and they'd do it. And you could shoot 1 million of them on the way over here, and there'd be 1 million left still trying to kill you. Yeah, I hope it doesn't happen. They've beat our ass in the biggest war there'll ever be, and that is they've bought us and they sell us everything that we sell in retail stores. And besides, there wouldn't be any dollar stores without them.
No, that's true.
We're
Well,
worrying
have
about
you ever?
some bullshit balloon in the air, and they've wrecked our local economy with junk.
I've always noticed that
It is a misery.
I've always noticed that their stuff is
Yep.
like not made right, if that makes sense.
No, it's junk. No, you buy toys, the kids get lead. I would never, you can look this up. Maybe 15, 20 years ago when all the damn dogs were dying was because of dog food made in China. And when you found out, you look at the dog food that you give your dog, you always think you're giving them some premium dog food. Well, as it turns out, there's about 5 companies that make all the dog food for everybody. It's just like pizzas. When I used to take Daisy walking in that park down near New Boston, Michigan, there's a big giant like warehouse down there, huge looking building like an Amazon. And they make frozen pizzas. And I ran into one of the guys when he had a whole stack of them. I said, "Where'd you get all those pizzas?" He said, "I work there. They give them to us." As it turns out, they make like frozen pizzas for about 20 places,
Wow.
different, places. Yeah. But China, it's just they're terrible when it comes to air pollution. A bunch of communists. I just hate the whole place. They're polluting the world. Their human
Yeah.
rights are zero. Now they're sending balloons over here trying to get on my nerves, which they've accomplished.
We should never start doing trading deals with those countries from day one. We never started it.
Yeah, but we have to. They got us.
I know, but still.
What-
Look
every-
at all the problems it caused. Look at all
They
the
got it.
problems it caused.
Yeah,
Look
but
at
then
how-
everybody says that. But if they said, okay, well, we'll cut China off, everything would cost 3 times as much. And then people bitch about that. You look at all this stuff, and some of these people stay under the radar good, and others don't. Amazon, he's the prince darling of the damn capitalism. Look at Bill Gates. Look at Apple. All the shit's made over there in Malaysia, Taiwan. Yeah, fuck.
all of our jobs.
I mean, the
have
only
gone-
guy that stayed here who ought to get A+ is Elon Musk. At least he stayed in the country making these damn electric pieces of shit.
all of our jobs have gone overseas or outsourced
Yeah.
to other
So-
countries too.
So Tom, how warm did it get over there today? Sorry to change the subject.
72. 72.
It got up to
Hey,
the
Chris.
upper
No, I live in Georgia
60s.
now, Chris. 72 it got
Yeah.
today.
It was 70 here today too in Branson.
Well, it's 61.
up
It's
to-
61 right here, right now.
It
Yeah,
was.
61
It got
here.
up to
61.
It got up to 67 today. I saw a girl at work today, a customer, and she came in with a dress, like a short, like a springtime dress, and I'm like, "What's the temperature outside?" Because I went to work really early and it was cold, and sure enough, it's like
63 here
six-
right now.
67 and sunny. I
Wow.
Yeah.
was like, that's crazy here.
Hey, somebody said, hey, Tribbles is talking about Walmart, but you know what's interesting? There's a bunch of companies getting together now trying to band together and not sell to Walmart anymore because they can't make enough money selling to them. Walmart controls the prices of the stuff that they buy. and they're kind of having a kind of a revolt. It's kind of an interesting time for Walmart. I wonder how this whole thing's going to pan out. Now they're huge; they can spend a lot of money on marketing, PR firms, so maybe they'll squash it. But you got a lot of companies that are hedging on not selling to them.
And I've heard a lot of business. Walmart's put a lot of businesses out of business over the last 20, 30 years. There's stores that put
Now on the other hand, though,
little man can't compete. Look at Radio Shack.
On the other hand, though,
look at like all these electronic places.
Yeah, but the little man.
Look at Radio Shack.
But it's capitalism. It's capital. It's capitalism doing its thing.
Well,
that's the way it's supposed to work.
You can't compete with Walmart. I mean, every store, you ever notice every store that they build is always usually by a Walgreens, or it's always usually a couple miles apart from one another. They're not like, you know what I mean?
What's funny here, and I don't know if it's where you live as well, but there's certain towns here that they only allow 2 garbage companies to compete. They only allow but like my town, there's like 5 or 6 of them competing, which is it's a weird dynamic how they put like holds on certain businesses or what can transpire. But I never understood.
You know what?
That.
You know what they regulate over here?
What?
You know what they regulate over here heavily? These places that give you like a short-term loan. They give you a short-term loan, like you can go in and they'll loan you $25, $2,500. Yeah, they're regulated. They do these big studies on demographics and financial lean. Yeah, you can only have one of those, like in a county here.
Wow.
No, weird. Yeah. Yeah, it's something.
It
isn't
is weird.
2 Walmarts. I see they're just shutting down 3 Walmarts in Illinois.
They shut another one down. They shut one down in Milwaukee too.
Yeah. Yeah. All black neighborhoods.
Oh yeah. You can't compete with their prices. I mean, you just can't.
But that's the name of the game.
Right. Why do you think Radio Shack went under? Why do you think so many of your electronic stores have gone under? I'm surprised.
Why do you think? Why do you think you go to Walmart yourself?
Well, I have no other choice. Where else am I going to?
Yeah, but when you did, you still went there to get. You don't go to the places where you can pay the most.
Yeah. Right.
You go to the place where it's the cheapest.
I know a lot of people will never step foot in a Walmart store. They can't stand them. They'll never spend a dime in their store.
Yeah, they say that. They go to one farther away where you won't run into them.
Do you like Walmart shopping at Walmart, Tom?
I wouldn't know if I'd say I'd like it, but I go there.
I don't go to Walmart.
You don't have a problem with it?
Half of the people that work there don't even know what the hell they're doing or what they're doing. Like you go in the electronic department and ask these people about a TV, they don't even know what the hell, even what a TV. They don't know anything about TVs. I mean, I feel like these people should be trained to learn how to when it comes to electronics in Walmart stores. They should be some kind of training for these employees so they know what the hell they're talking about. When you're looking for any type of electronic, I don't care what it is, these people should be trained.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or something. I don't know.
It costs too much. They're happy that they're breathing and they can get there in the morning every day to work like a slave for $10 an hour.
And they treat their employers and they treat their employees miserably too. They work them to death and they treat them like dirt.
That's everywhere now.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
If it's not Walmart, it's Amazon. Amazon are the 2 number 1 retails right now in the world. You got a Sam's Club out there by you?
Yeah, the turnover rate's high. It is. Yeah.
Do you have a Sam's Club out there by you?
There's probably one somewhere around here.
Oh, okay. You ever been in Sam's Club?
There probably is in Augusta or Madison.
Have you ever been in Sam's Club? Okay.
When I go to get a roll of toilet paper, when I go to get toilet paper, I don't want to buy 1,000 rolls.
Right.
You know? How about you, Michelle? You go to Sam's Club?
Yeah, BJ's. I go to BJ's. And we don't have a Sam's Club here, but we have a Costco.
Costco, yeah.
Ha ha
BJ's.
ha. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Yes,
I like to go there myself. What's that stand for?
Berkeley Jensen, I think. I think that's what it stands
okay.
for. Berkeley
We
Jensen.
got, we got Woodman's back at home. It's called Woodman's, and they're like a big grocery store outfit. They're massive. They're big.
Yeah, but like Karen, everybody says this about Walmart. How are they the largest employer in the country then if they're so bad?
They are. I mean, Amazon and Walmart are the two.
I mean, you guys
biggest
act
ones.
like they're taking whips and chains to them. Well, how would you like to stack canned corn for 8 hours? Sucks.
No, okay. So
You don't think self checkouts are taking away jobs either? When they can hire, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do, but it's a fucking shitty job.
Yeah,
Shitty job.
Self check.
Yeah.
They can hire 4 or 5 people to,
That's what I say.
you know what I mean, to
It's a
run
shitty
20
job.
of them things.
Automation.
You know.
Yeah, well, yeah, but for the same person that talks about self-checkouts, they don't have any problem with robotics and manufacturing. Look at all the jobs they took away. Robots aren't buying cars and pizzas and houses and all that shit. How come nobody criticizes automation for car production?
My friend
The
Sherry
fuck?
told me now concert tickets are on your phone now. You scan it. There is no more stub no more. You scan it when you go in. It's like, what the hell? Jeez.
Yeah,
Oh, this technology.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
they do have a problem with people showing up. That's true. Hey, I'll tell you, I'd be one. If I was working at a Walmart, I'd be one of those. I mean, why is anybody surprised that someone doesn't want to get up in the morning, get bitched at all day, work for $10 an hour, and have no future? I mean, who'd want to go into that fucking job? I mean, this is a no-brainer. I mean, they criticize this latest generation. I wouldn't go either.
I did that. I worked
What do you
at
want to
Walmart.
get tortured?
I did work at Walmart for 6 months.
When?
You get when I was 18, and I worked at Walmart, and they treat you like they don't treat you well, that's for sure.
Yeah, they don't. They're known for that. And the only reason why people are there is because of the benefits. If it wasn't for benefits, they wouldn't stay. A lot of people I hear.
Yeah, well, I know that Walmart doesn't recruit any upper
And they won't hire
management from any
another thing-
Ivy League schools.
And another thing is, if you're a felon, you're better not even walking in the door and asking for a job. They won't even hire you. If you're a felon, your chances are no more. They won't even hire you. Period.
No, they
Not
hire
hired.
felons. They hire. I know that for a fact. They've hired.
Any type of background felon, they will not hire you. From what I gather, I don't know.
Yeah, they will. She knows it for a fact. You can hire me. I don't have a felony.
Exactly. There you go. There you go.
I wouldn't work there.
Yeah, I don't blame
Doesn't
you.
pay enough. You know?
$14 an hour?
I don't think it pays enough.
You don't think 14 an hour?
Yeah, you hear these stories about you hear all these stories about what they pay, and then you talk to somebody that you see somewhere and you ask them what they're making, and it's not what the news is reporting. I don't know of anybody making $14 at a Walmart. They advertise it. Same thing with the truck drivers. Make $100,000 a year as a truck driver. I don't know of anybody that drives a truck that makes $100,000. Probably somebody is somewhere, but
Well, in New York
what's that?
State, minimum wage is I think $15 an hour. So they probably are making that in New York State right now. But
So how's life treating Michelle these days?
Oh, is it that much?
yeah,
How's life
Are you
with
sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I know you live there, but I didn't think. I know they're trying to do that in Seattle or something too.
Yeah, pretty
I'm not sure
sure.
about that. Well, you go to McDonald's now. It's not cheap anymore.
Oh God, no! Oh, it's so highly expensive now. Holy cow! Damn near $10
You might
just
as
for
well
a
go to
meal.
a sit-down restaurant.
Yeah, no duh. McDonald's has
Yeah,
gotten so
14.20. 14.20. Long
back in
Island, Westchester, New York City regions are 15.
shit
That's
back in the
crazy.
'90s. Back in the '90s, you can get a value meal back in the '90s for $3. Back in the '90s, now you're paying almost damn near 10 for a meal.
Yeah.
That's really
Hey, look who's
expensive.
here, Tweety. Hi, Tweety. How you doing? Tweety, come up and talk with us. Come on. How you been? What are you doing? I watch your videos. It looks like you're moving around a lot. I thought you were moving to Texas and staying there. What are you doing? Just like travel videos now? You remember Tweety, don't you, Chris?
I don't think so.
Hey, Mary, that sushi place that I go in Athens, they got a robot that does all sorts of stuff. Wishes people happy birthday, delivers food, takes you to your table. I've tried getting video of it, but it's always too many people in the way or something.
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
Good. How are
See
you?
Tweety on here? You remember Tweety? Did you remember Tweety, Michelle?
Yeah.
She did cruise videos.
Oh, cruises are fun.
You remember?
Yeah. After all the stories you hear about them, about cruises,
Yeah.
boat sinking.
Oh, living in Texas. Oh, good. Oh,
We have a
yeah.
lot of
Thank you, Tweety. Yeah. Okay,
about
good.
cruises.
Well, I'm glad things are working out. She's an expert on cruises. She knows every deal, where to go, best time of the year, all that. Look
Did
at
you
her
ever go on?
channel. Michelle, go on her channel. No, it's good. She goes on them, Chris. She knows. Michelle, see So Tweety, her YouTube name. Go on there and look at her cruise videos.
All right, I'll check it out.
Write that down. Hey, Mary, could you put a link to Tweety's channel? Maybe Chris already did. Yeah, I've been on cruises. Yeah. That's So Tweety, yeah.
They're fun,
I
aren't
think
they?
Chris might have done it. Chris, is that So Tweety's channel you put on? Hey, Dave.
No.
Hey, a bunch of people want to see the bunkers. Dave, they want to see the bunkers. Mary wanted to see it. Michelle wanted to see it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Michelle?
Yeah.
Michelle.
I want to see the bunkers.
Didn't you want to see the bunker?
Yeah.
You did? Hey, Salty. Oh, the link is above. Yeah, thank you. Here, I'll put a link to it. Hey, could you do it again, Chris? And I'll put a link to it. Dave, show the bunkers again, could you?
So what'd you do fun today?
Michelle wants to see the bunker. She likes that. Oh, thank you for doing that. This is Tweety's channel. Subscribe. She's trying to build up her channel.
So what'd you do today, Michelle?
See it right there? Copy and paste it. That's cool. Nothing. I didn't have a car. Nope.
Oh,
I
where's
didn't
your
have a
car?
car. Salty wants to see the bunkers too, Dave.
Where's your car?
Yeah, I'll get you one. I'll give you one.
Your car in the shop?
Nothing today. I just hung around here, did some reading, watched Pornhub for about an hour, fed the birds,
You actually admit
put together
that.
my trail cam videos.
You
It's a
actually
great
admit
day.
That's embarrassing.
No wife, no girlfriend. I got a thermostat put in. He did put the link. See, Bopak put it right here. Yeah, thermostat.
Is that your natural hair?
Yeah, I don't
blonde
care.
Your natural hair color?
What? What is?
Michelle, Is that your natural hair color, Michelle?
No.
What's your natural
Oh, Dave said
color?
you got to scroll back. He's back in the house now. Yeah, if you go back on this live, you can look at it. He showed the inside of one. I think you'd really like it. I think you'd like it. Okay.
Okay, so Tom, if you were to live in a
Yeah, it is.
bunker, what would you have in your bunker? If you had to live there for 6 months,
I'm
what
afraid to
would,
go
like,
off here,
food?
Salty, because I can't. It's shaky. It's shaky, or I would. I got bad lights in here too. I'm much better looking than this. Like sometimes I got a lamp on. It makes it look like I'm sunburned. I'm not. I live in a bunker.
No, what would you have in your bunker? If you had to live there for 6 months, what would you have in
I'd
your
have a mini
bunker?
fridge, fast internet, a desktop, not a laptop,
Yep, desktop.
and ramen noodles. I'd like open spaces. Like I don't like drawers.
Okay, Michelle, what would you have in a bunker for 6 months?
You mean like food or what?
Yeah, like food, any
Or how they
entertainment, like
decorate it?
no, like what entertainment things would you have, like food wise, like what would you, if you had to live there for six
I don't
months,
think
what would
Michelle
you
could live in a
bring?
bunker.
I would go nuts. If it was just by myself, I would go nuts. I would have to bring somebody with
I'd have
me.
ramen noodles,
Somebody who
just a TV.
spam.
I'll come back later, okay?
I'd bring ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles. Any flavor?
Oh, you think it'd bother you? You think you'd struggle with it?
Oh yeah, I would struggle with it. Sure.
I don't think it'd bother me. I mean, I'm by myself all the time anyway. It wouldn't be that big of a change, you know?
Right. Right.
No, I think I could handle it. I could do it okay. I'd like to give it a
Bunker
try.
bunker
4 million
living
apiece.
101.
Wow. Oh, middle of South Dakota. I love South Dakota. It's a great state. North Dakota too. Both of them.
I've never been there.
Yeah, it'd be okay. I'm not that into like, houses and stuff like that. Oh, it's nice. You should try it and go and get out there and check things out. I think you should. I think you'd like it. Go out there in the summertime. Beautiful. Black hills. Stuff like that.
Bopak, I
You're
like
salty,
Bopak.
girl. I don't believe this. This has got to be a fake. Probably getting trolled. Get ready for some porn
Bopak.
bombing. Salty girl's coming.
Oh, okay. Bopak,
He used to
5
come on all the
chickens,
time. He
4.
says his thing's broken.
I like
Salty girl,
Bopak's
you're trying to
answers.
come on, but it says device is not connected. Oh, 5 chickens, 4 pigs, whole lot of beans. That's a good point. Hey, Christine, how you doing? How's it going? Yeah, salty girl, try getting on. That's a start. Chris had problems getting on earlier. All you got to do is cut and paste that link and click on it. You got on, but for some reason your device didn't click. Good, Christine. You got to give it a try. Do you think you could just go away for a week by yourself, Michelle?
I think I would get, I don't know,
You
like
think you could do it?
I mean, yeah, if I had to, like, but what, like, I don't know.
I think you should try it. Mary said refresh, salty girl. She's going to try him 1 second. Salty Girl wouldn't come up the other night. She must have got her hair done. Salty Girl's kind of like a cowgirl. She rustles cattle and works at a hospital, that kind of thing.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, it happened to Mary the other night too. Not connected. I mean, I do have a shitty connection all the time. That doesn't help. It's going to get better though in about a month and a half. So it may not be like sometimes Michelle's been on. It's been great. I'll tell you another thing I'm doing. I'm uploading 2 videos, which could have something to do with it. You know,
Oh,
I have
for
a
sure.
already crappy signal when I'm not doing that. You know, give her another try, Salty Girl. It sucks when stuff like this isn't working. You know. Yeah, I like sushi. You a big sushi eater, Michelle?
I like sushi. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a big
You do?
sushi eater, but I do like sushi every now and then.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. I get it at this place in Athens. Pretty good, not great. Yeah, Christine wants to see it too, Salty. And Chris had a
Salty.
hard time getting on tonight too, so.
Yeah, look at my hair.
Yeah,
So
too bad you
can't
guys couldn't have hooked up then.
you can't look any worse than this right now.
Yeah, I like sashimi, but you got to eat so much of it to get full. You know,
Do you like the wasabi sauce?
I think. Yeah, I do. But that place I go, it's, I like spicy, but I bet people bitch about it all the time because that's the hottest wasabi sauce I've ever had. It's always like so hot. You know how like it goes up your nose and like it's like even a little bit of it. Yeah. Oh, California sushi. Oh, okay. Click the arrow, Salty Girl. Click the arrow. She can tell you how to get a 1,800-pound bull in a trailer in no time. That's not getting on StreamYard.
Are you still
Yeah,
drinking?
clears your sinuses. This place I go does, but most places. Me? Am I drinking?
Yeah,
I'm drinking mineral water.
the Topo Chino.
Yeah. I haven't had a drink in about. Yeah. Is that how you pronounce it? Topo Cheeto?
Yeah,
Is that how you pronounce it?
yeah,
Topo Cheeto
Topo Chino.
or Chico? Chico or Cheeto?
That.
Oh, Topo Chino. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm drinking one of them. Salty's trying. Yep. Horseradish is good, yeah. A dolphin bum rush. Dolphins injure a lot of people. They do. They bite the hell out of people some places. I mean, give them 100 stitches, stuff like that. Google it. Drop it again? Okay. I think those ones where you go and pet them, you let your kids, and I think they must drug them or something. There you go. We're going to get a look at Salty. Oh, are they? Really? Yeah, sneaky. Yeah, they're good. Yeah. But they do bite the hell out of people places. See, it comes up, but it says devices not connected. Tell her what to do, Mary. Huh. Mary, it's like gray, It's like not like her picture. Like I couldn't let her on if I wanted to. Oh, thank you, John Boy. How you doing? Yeah. Oh, in Bahamas? Oh, really? I always wondered about that. I actually looked for that in some videos before. It always seemed kind of like half-assed dangerous. I think they're so full, though, and they're rewarded in a positive way all the time. I'm sure if they were starving, nobody fed them for a week, it'd be a different story. They bite them in the butt, huh? Like hurt them? You need to refresh your browser, Salty. Refresh your browser. What are you drinking? Wine, Michelle?
Sparkling water.
You
Boobly.
drinking wine? Michelle's signal's a little sticky tonight, too. Oh, okay.
There's a,
All
there's
right.
a lag.
You're not much of a boozer, are you, Michelle?
No.
Yeah, there is a lag. Yeah, I know. Yep. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But is there a lag on mine, too?
I can hear you, but I think my audio is coming in later.
Here's a Mega Music Love. I don't know who that is. Yeah. Here's somebody coming on a Mega Music Love. I don't know who that would be, though. I'm not going to let him on if I don't know him. Unless that's Salty.
Well, let him on, and then if he does anything, just take him off.
How do I do that? It's telling me, yeah, restart, Salty. Restart it. Restart it. I'm not letting him on. I don't know who it is. I don't want to get porn bombed. I know Salty Girl. I mean, you can still get nailed because they can use a fake picture. I wish YouTube would enforce that and catch these people and ban them after they did that kind of crap.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, I wish he'd come back too. Tell you the truth, I do. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right, my enemy. Yep. You got to have references to come on. Yeah, I thought Encounter was good. He's probably in a straitjacket someplace. Oh, good for you, Tribbles. Oh, diet or regular? Diet or regular? I think the regular is more than 140 calories, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I'm not drinking it. Michelle, what happened to your... Why do you do that? Go back to the picture. It's just... Maybe your audio will be better.
It's because I'm eating something right now. I don't want to be on camera.
Oh, okay. See, the audio's better. The audio's better. Yeah, have a good night, Tweety. Tried to get you some subscribers. Glad things were working out for you out there. Yeah, check out if you want to know about cruises. Tweety's the expert.
I think Bo Pop should come
It's
on.
not as fun though when the audio's. Yeah, come on up, Chris. Come on, you're being a real stick in the mud. Frisky, you want to come up? Party. Faye, you should come up too. You don't have to have your picture showing. Here's Margaret, Australia. Oh, that was probably the music thing. Hey, Margaret. She always has problems. Like it's only good. How you doing?
And Michelle.
Hey.
Margaret's in Australia.
Yes, yes, I love music. I would really love
Oh, was that?
if you could talk about
Was that?
survival in the times we live in. If we were serious enough, because there may come a time when money will be of no use.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. It's already not worth a shit. Inflation. Can't buy anything with it. There's Salty Girl trying again, says not connected. Yeah, you're right about that, Margaret. Are you worried about it?
I know that Jesus is my faith and my only hope. I've lived 76 years, and And I've seen a lot of good people be hurt. I would like, I think that there's a,
What's that, Margaret? I expect the signal to be bad from Australia. Margaret's going to straighten the world out for us. Give us some good advice.
I
What do you think,
just
Margaret?
I wish that somehow we could realize we all could be dead in like 1 second or 3 minutes without breathing usually. I don't.
Yeah, that's a good point. You hear that, Michelle?
What's that?
You'd be dead in 1 second. Gotta
Whoa.
appreciate living.
All right.
You burn one souffle, hubby may go off.
A lot of people are entitled. They have lived a life with they get the telephone call for the job, they find the right person, they get the loan, etc., etc., etc. And you get others, it wouldn't matter how hard they work, how long.
Yeah, you're right. I've thought that before myself. Yeah, I agree with you. What's the solution there? Because you mentioned Jesus. So what do you think's going to happen? Salty, it's not coming up. Sorry about that. Sorry you're having troubles. I don't know what the hell to do. I take it a day at a time. Christine, I clicked on yours too. I don't know what happened to you.
There'll be a day of reckoning.
I think it's already happening. Not necessarily in a religious sense. We're paying the piper now.
There'll be a day of reckoning.
Yeah, I do. I think it's going on now. Yep. Are you talking about Revelations in the Bible? God. I'm going to buy everybody a hearing aid next year.
Hearing aid time.
Michelle, would you be too vain to wear one?
I would
Yes.
wear a hearing aid.
You never would wear one?
No, I'd wear one.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, our ancestors and Native Americans. All you got to do is read Revelations in the Bible. I mean, it's pretty damn accurate, whoever wrote it.
You have a lot of skinny women in your chat there. 5'5",
Yeah.
120-ish. Mary's
I
5'7" and 150. I would never expect Mary to be
Yeah.
that tall.
Yeah. She's tall. She's got a good body.
So I think I'm the skinniest, but I need to put some weight on. That's why I asked Mary about protein shakes, because I'm 5'9" and like 130.
Have you always been skinny?
Tom, my weight is, I've always been on the thinner side, but like I don't know. I think with women, if you ask a woman, like, have you ever been like one size your whole life? She'll probably say no. We're like guys. They're like, yeah, I was a 34 waist for like 50 years.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Gotcha. So you'd like to put on a few pounds?
Yeah, but like the right way, you know? Like I don't want
Yeah.
to just
Like your breasts?
Tom,
No,
those will never th- my breasts are always going to be small unless if I get breast
I wasn't
implants.
being rude. I wasn't being rude. I just meant that, like women, where they want to put on weight, it was just a guess.
Right. Well, yeah, they're, nice place, your butt, your boobs, I mean, those are probably, I don't think a woman is like, yeah, I want my fat to go to my thighs and my stomach. I don't think you'll ever hear a woman say
Yeah,
that.
no, yeah, you're right. That's it. Yeah,
I
yeah.
want a
Neither their
big
boyfriends or husbands.
beer belly.
Yeah, I can give you one of those. We'll transplant it.
I don't want it. It'll look so horrible.
Uh, yeah, yeah, okay. I don't blame you. Poor salty girl can't get on. I think she's just fucking around on here. I mean, all you got to do is click a link. We begged her to come on the other night. She wouldn't do it. Now tonight she's trying
Oh,
to get on, and it's nothing but the gray box.
Bopak does come on once in a
Mary, give her
while.
some tutoring, will you? He
Sometimes you
used
have
to
to
come on
beg
all the
him.
time.
Yeah.
Oh, he used to come on all the time. Talk to people.
Oh yeah, Bopak used to be my
I,
partner in YouTube for a while.
oh,
The
okay.
YouTube Chronicles.
Yeah, he likes coming. I don't know what
Yeah.
his problem is. Yeah, his girlfriend might have put her foot down, spending too much time in the basement. I wish I could get salty on it. I don't know what could be causing this. Look, the refresh. Mary took a picture of it. You see that, Salty? That little thing where you click on that square? Because I don't see what just went away. So maybe she is refreshing. Michelle, you don't have any problem getting on, do you? Huh.
What's that?
Well, I think you've aired to the proper side. I mean, either you could be a little on the skinny side like you, Michelle, or you could be, 250, which would be a way bigger problem. You'll get fat as you age. Just hang in there.
Tom, are you worried about anything about the world?
Yes. Yes. Everything.
Or do you believe, you'll always be entitled? When you need something, it will be there because it's always
No,
been there.
no, I'm worried. I'm worried. I'm worried. I'm hoping to marry money. I've dropped my criteria down. I dropped the weight restriction. I'm running out of options. There's no plan B. You wait till I get Troubles over here. I got a pair of crutches for her on the way home. I'm going to welcome her to Crawfordville, Georgia. She won't be talking that orgasm bullshit much longer. She'll be wanting to take a good, well-needed rest. She visits old Tomboy here down here. Hey, Viviana, how are you? Yeah. He'd be too controlling, I think it would be. Millionaire. He'd own you. He'd be like a pet instead of a spouse. We need to get some counselor on here to give relationship advice to enhance everybody's relationship. I mean, look at here. I think I'm not divorced, but I'm going to be. Michelle's on her second marriage. Mary's divorced.
I'm not on my
Salty
second
Girl's
marriage.
divorced. Oh, you're not?
No.
Oh, you're not? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Tom,
I
do
thought you
you
were
think
married. Okay, my mistake.
if it's about survival, couples might stay together?
No, God, no. Hell no. I would never do it. No, I'm getting rid of her. I got my first hearing in March. Pray to Jesus for me. I don't really need any prayers. It's a Florida state. Still legally married. Nothing she can do about it. She could get the best attorney in the world, and it's 50-50 either way. And I don't even want 50-50, so I'm being reasonable. She gives me any bullshit, I'll jack it up. I'm going to hire an escort about 19 years old that's just like wiping my forehead and stuff while I'm testifying. Put the demands higher. Like that guy that went around with Elvis. When my 19-year-old wife talks, I'm going to say, will you shut up for a second? It's going to be so good. I want my wife to feel good that she doesn't have me in her life any longer. I bet you would, Tribbles. You get married. You got about another 10 years pulling that off. Yeah. Salty mentioned about a year ago in a chat that she wondered if she'd ever get remarried again. See, those hormones are still high. That's what's making her think that way. It's pretty simple. You don't see women past menopause talking about that very often. I'm telling you, chemicals, the hormone of desire. It's your sex hormones, Michelle. It's calling the shots. That's why people argue and get separated, because they're attracted to each other. They just can't get the simple shit down. Where to eat, how to decorate the house, what kind of car to get. That's where the trouble comes in. You start fighting over the stupidest shit. And then when the sex goes south, you're really in trouble. Because when you're young, that'll keep you together. Good sex will keep you together when you're young.
You were put on a desert island with your wife or any other woman, and your
What'd you say, Michelle?
goal was to survive. Do you think you might grow to love them?
I can't hear her.
No. I don't think I would. She was saying if I was on the island with my wife and he had to survive, would I grow to love her? Probably not. I mean, I could probably be nice and stuff. I mean, we got along all right. It wasn't like the typical divorce, I don't think. I mean, if I ran into her, we'd talk just like she could come on the chat right now and talk. I'll try and get her to come on the chat some night. Yeah. Oh, good for you, Rita. You needed a good nap. Yeah. Hey, Margaret.
Yes.
You have a very distinctive voice. People like your voice.
What disturbing.
Like war.
I would just Tom, if you and your wife or somebody else that you love, if the survival of the whole world depended on you, oh, thank you. Oh, that's lovely. If if if
Spit it out. Yeah, it's true, Mary. Yeah, if I was on an island with her, I'd probably try and saw a big giant tree almost all the way down right over her tent. Yeah, I think that ship sailed. You know how it is.
well, do you hate women except for lust or sex? Otherwise, you hate them. And you like lust, you like sex, you
No,
like
I never said that.
But the woman,
Yeah, I like that. I like all that.
I think maybe
No, I don't think I am because I. Do I seem like I do? Did I give you that vibe, Michelle?
Oh, what vibe?
She's asking me if like I don't like women. I think that's what she said. Other than love and sex and stuff. Yeah.
I wonder if
Yeah, I like looking at 'em.
robots come in, Tom, if robots come in and they can make them really perfect in every way, but they have no real emotion, would you be happy? You could have a different model every day and throw them in the garbage and go on. And you could do that for eternity.
Yeah, sign me up. Sign me up. How much do I owe? Shit, what guy wouldn't like that? Perfect one. Throw them in the garbage when you get tired of them and get a new one.
Oh my God.
I mean, is this a surprise to you people? Is anybody surprised at my answer that doesn't have a brain injury? Hell yeah, it would. Women probably do it with guys too. Sex robots. That'd be great, man. They got a long way to go, though. Same with that animation. That's not as good either. They've come a long way with that too, but I'm not into watching cartoons quite yet. I want to see the real McCoy. Makes sense, though. You bring up good points, though, Margaret. That's for sure. You know, I think you do. Margaret, do you date at all over there? Are you dating?
I tried, I gave it away because it should have named the dating site One Night Stand. If men are not, they don't care about relationship. That you are auditioning them, and this.
What is going on?
Yeah, you're probably
This is
right.
fun.
It's crazy, isn't it? I think we've taken a time machine backwards. Pre-computer days. I put it up there for you, Salty. Like Salty come up. She's going to straighten this bullshit out. Salty's got a target on a good-looking man's back. She can get married again. Rob or Rob. Yeah, I'd take that. I like your idea, the robot, the perfect woman. Sign me up. Yeah, dial up. Yeah, that's exactly right. I remember that. They make that noise on AOL. Take forever. I got like dial-up speeds here. I'm surprised I get away with this. That this even works as good as it does. Weird.
Some man married his robot. Would you marry a robot?
Yeah, sounds good. It's a book, I'd read it.
Would you get so
Yeah, I'd do it.
familiar
I'd like to give it a try.
You would not throw it in the garbage.
Yeah, I'd want to do it. I'd like to give it a try. Michelle, would that seem odd to you?
Yeah, that would seem
Yeah,
odd.
that's it, satellite man. Okay. Yeah, you'll see. You'll know how it is. You wait another 25 years, Michelle. You'll be here. Yeah, I wish Salty'd get up. Dang it, I wanted to talk to her. I know what she looks like already. I checked her out. She's blonde. I think she's like a little 44 or something like that.
Well, there you
Satellite
go.
man. Yeah. She's a hard-working woman. Yeah, you're right about that, Troubles. I think the whole thing, even if it wasn't for like the current state of the world, things just have, they seem so different now. I mean, when I was like a teenager and the people in the neighborhood spouse died, they get together with somebody for like a coffee or something, but they weren't getting remarried and throwing down the hay. It was just more like almost a courtesy of loneliness, I guess you could say. It wasn't, like I said, it's not at all when you're older like it was when you were younger. It's so much different. I think the criteria is different. A lot more at stake. They say stuff like set in your own ways, but I'm not really convinced that's true. I just think you're tired of a lot of bullshit. Your hormones are as high, and you'd rather do other things. Yeah. Yeah, do a satellite, man. I can't figure out why Salty. What I don't know. Once you click on that link, whether you're on a phone or a laptop or a desktop, I don't know what can go wrong, particularly on a phone, because wouldn't that just automatically connect to your camera, unless you were using a flip phone or something? Yeah, you're right about that, Tribbles. Yeah. I think it's like just not mine. I don't even see the little thing that, here it is right here. Let's see. Oh, it's it goes back and forth. I am going to try and get a longer router cable and plug it in, although I don't think it'll help a lot because it's still a satellite signal, which is the problem. And I've got an enhancer for the signal, but it doesn't seem to really do too much. Yeah, all Rita does is click the link. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. It's frustrating as hell, though, when you can't hear somebody. I think it is. Michelle, have you ever tried that? Uploading a video at the same time you're talking on StreamYard? Has anybody done that? That could be the problem. But once you're connected, that doesn't make sense either. Because the processor really isn't doing much once you're connected to a stream. It's not like it's a bunch of crunching power uploading something. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I think.
Yeah, I just think it's a weak connection, maybe. Well, appreciate you hanging in there. But some nights, that's why I think it could have something to do with uploading. When I do it tomorrow night, we'll see. I won't upload anything. I normally don't do it, but I had 2 monster long videos that if I didn't start them, sometimes they'd never get up. It's like 30-hour uploads that are uploading. So, it's not like I can wait or do them early in the morning, and when I go to bed, they're still not done by the time I come on and do a chat. That's my problem with this crappy, connection that I have here, Sucks a big one. I think it does. I did this before, though, in Michigan. I had the fastest connection you could have, and I would have these problems occasionally. So I don't know what to believe. Hard to say. But you can make most of it out,
How long does it take for you to upload videos?
Well, like ones like I got now, 30 hours.
Oh, wow.
The worst. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hell, I used to be able to, when in March, I'm supposed to be getting this fastest internet you can have. I hope I do. I think that'll end a lot of problems. The chance will be much better. None of this lag and bullshit. But I'm lucky I get anything here. I mean, the internet out here sucks. This is actually a bigger, better signal than I normally get. So scratch that theory. Because normally the whole time it says unstable. And tonight it's saying like not great, but not unstable. It's a notch above where it normally is, Rochelle.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the way I look at it. But I think people, try and come on, they get frustrated when they can't hear, and I don't blame them. But like yours is good right now. Your audio, see, the reason I think it could be a signal, because your audio is better when you don't have the camera on, Michelle. Seems to me.
Huh.
Yeah. Now I'm talking to myself again. Oh, what fun. So, Let's see. See, now it just went down. I am going to try that. Get a router cable tomorrow. Yeah, Michelle went by. Probably hit the wrong button. Yeah, Chris seemed good. Yeah, and some nights it's good, but like I said, almost all the time, nothing is uploading. So I don't know if that's the deal or not. You know. Well, here's Michelle again. I think she hit the. No, we'll just see. You there?
All right. How's my audio?
Better. Good.
All right.
What happened there?
I don't know. It clicked me off.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Now, do you get a notice, or do you just realize you're not on?
No, like I get a notice, and then it just I don't know. It just goes off.
It doesn't say anything like weak signal or anything like that?
No. Nope.
See, now your audio sounds like great.
Well, that's good.
Huh. Oh, Salty was going to share a beautiful view. Yeah, I don't know what could be going wrong with hers, because it's really pretty simple. You know? Oh, okay, Mary. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'm going to be having you have a gig download, not upload. You have a gig download. There's no way you got a gig upload. Oh, trolling you, huh? Oh, okay. Check browser, no refresh tab, huh? I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if I can get on, anybody can get on. Michelle, you've never heard of anybody on? Did you never did StreamYard on your own, did you, Michelle?
Yeah. Oh yeah, many times.
Do you know of a function that allows you to control someone's camera and mic that wants to come up on your chat?
I've never known about that function.
I don't know of a setting for that you. Yeah, I mean, you can mute them, you can kick them off, all that kind of stuff. But I've never known of a setting where you can control their mic and camera.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
You know? Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't think so. Huh. Yeah, Salty Girl, what kind of, are you using a phone or a laptop? Or a desktop? Just having a tough time getting on. That does happen. And Margaret got kicked off too. And sometimes I think it's just, that's the way it is. You know? Oh, a phone, okay. Huh. Can you hear me pretty good, Michelle?
Yeah.
Salty Girl, can you hear my voice pretty good? Can you guys hear my voice okay? Because if you do, then that's not the issue. Huh. Oh, okay. All right. Well, quiet, hon. Just a deer, hon. Just a deer eating corn, honey. Loud and clear. Oh, no kidding. Oh, good. See, so I don't know what the deal is then, because you wouldn't, it shouldn't be any different by, me listening to you, you're listening to me. It's the same connection. Oh, that's cool. Well, I think I'm going to sign off here and knock out a little reading. I'm trying to go to bed earlier too. Tomorrow I'll get on and I won't be uploading anything, so it'll be a good litmus test. If we have the same problems, then we know that's not it. Salty Girl, I wish I could tell you how to do it, but I don't know what to do. I know it sucks.
What books are you reading now?
Oh my God, I've got so many books, like thousands, literally. I just bought a new philosophy book. I got a book that I'm reading on mollusks. Another one on ocean currents. And I got another one that I'm reading on the importance of Greek tragedies in modern day literature. You know, how that the narrative is explained where there's a tragedy. Hey, Shock, how you doing? And it comes around. See you, Smashy. And how it applies to everyday life. Greek tragedy. Which really, I was thinking about that. It's kind of like a Jerry Springer show, only in writing. Only it's more refined. But people do like that. That's why gossip shows and gossip channels and hate channels on YouTube flourish, because it like gets people excited, you know, starting trouble and responding to trouble and talking about the way people look and that kind of thing. It works in a different way, even in plays and in movies and in books and, you know, as you know, on the internet. I don't know why human beings are like that. Drama. I mean, you got bright, articulate people here that give great lectures and nobody watches
I think
them. And you got some clown out there trying to ruin somebody's life.
I
Yeah,
think
Oedipus Rex.
I think some people are so miserable in their own lives that, you know, they find joy in bringing misery to other people's lives because they're just miserable themselves.
They must get excited though, like causing somebody the kind of miserable life that they have. It just doesn't make sense. I get it when you're young and immature and you have a developing brain and all you know is you're having fun. That's all that matters. But to be an adult and still do that doesn't make any sense to me. You know? I don't get it. You know, there's lots of it around. You know, and
right.
like TV shows, you know, all that's starting trouble.
Like the
I don't see
reality
them on like I used to. Yeah, reality TV, you know,
uh,
like people cheating spouses and all that kind of stuff. Who the hell don't want to watch a show about that? You know, it's the same type personality though that finds that attractive. You know,
well, that's because
kind of
like
weird.
no, it's because it's actually simple. Like they're not happy with their life, so they like to see other people miserable, you know?
Yeah, but take an example like why would you think people would treat and make comments about Maddie the way they do? You know Maddie, don't you?
Yeah, well, the thing is Maddie, like, it's just leave her alone, you know? Like, she's obviously
Yeah, that's what I say.
like, I mean, if you're gonna pick on somebody, why don't you try to pick on somebody like the funny thing is people that pick on other people really need to look at themselves in the mirror. That's what I'm saying. It makes them feel better about themselves. Like, oh, I'm not as bad as Maddie, you know, like
But
look at her.
I could even get that a little bit. But what I don't understand is that the time they spend verbalizing this. I mean, she's got enough problems without reading nasty
Oh,
comments about herself.
no,
I mean, that's
dude,
one of the
like
first things I do every day is delete negative
like
comments people have made about people like her.
well, no, the thing is it's like,
Hey, Don.
do you not have a life of your like what are your hobbies? Oh, when someone asks you, like,
They don't.
what are your hobbies? Oh, my hobbies are to troll people on YouTube and talk about them for hours on end and s- you know, it's like okay, you know, like what like person do you meet that's like
Yeah.
my hobbies include, you know, what other hobbies do you have? Like what else do you like to do with your spare time, you know? Like I don't know.
Hmm.
You know, I think that's not really an
Hmm.
interesting person to me, the person that I really want to get to know, you know, like, oh, in my spare time, I like to find drug addicts and talk bad about them for hours on end. That's how I like to spend my
Right.
time.
Yeah. Right. Make videos, tell people where they live, call stores while they're in there. It's nuts.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. I think it's I think people that do that have issues themselves that they need to check on. They might live a happier life if they don't, you know, keep on going down that
Yeah.
route. I mean, when you did
Or
when you
people
were
will come
doing
on and just say, "Oh, Maddie looks 100 years old. She should be dead any day." Just stuff like that. I mean, even if it's true, why would you put that in a comment?
like because people are just it makes them feel better about themselves. Like, oh, the person that put that out there probably is, who knows, you know what I mean? And they're like, oh, at least I'm not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
But when I used to interview, when I first started doing that, there were people that go down there and shoot like Maddie and Marguerite and stuff with paint guns, pellet guns.
Really?
Shoot them. Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Yeah. Maddie was shot with a BB gun or a pellet gun before.
That's crazy.
Yep. Marguerite was shot with a paintball gun in the chest. It's nuts.
I think it Well, at least it was just a paintball gun, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
But that hurts. Still hurts. I mean, it's just the idea of it. And I bet they thought that was funny as hell. Crazy. World's nuts. I mean, that's nothing now compared to what's going on now. With these
Oh,
crazy
yeah, like with all the
shootings and stuff.
yeah, and all the looting and rioting and stuff that was going on with the Black Lives Matter. They had
Yeah.
a bunch of
Yeah.
when that was going
Yeah.
on, they had a it
Hmm.
was chaos here, Tom. Like the malls, they were ransacking like stores.
It's ruining Chicago. People don't even want to go down to that Magnificent Mile anymore because of those smash and grabs coming out, their cars broken into. Cops take forever to show up. Chicago's in huge trouble. San Francisco's having problems.
Really?
It's almost like it's almost like the police now can't control these crime like they used to be able to. I mean, it's always been worse in some areas than others. But when you're getting places like Chicago and a big city like that, and they can't even concentrate on their crown jewel, the Magnificent Mile, and protect that, it's off the charts. The police have actually recommended down there, and that's an expensive area, to don't go out after dark. It's too risky. It's nuts, man. Yeah, I mean, if you can't like put all your law enforcement effort at least to just protect what's been Chicago's been known for like years, when you get people that don't want to shop there any longer, that's about it for the area. I haven't been back there since I left, which has been about 12 years, but it was beautiful when I was there. It was just coming around again when I moved in 98. It's great. It's beautiful. And even up until I left, it was good. But man, now I wouldn't go back there for anything. No way. Place sucks. Oh, Asheboro's bad, really, huh? Yeah, I don't know what to say, man, but it's just like I was talking to a lady in the doctor's office, and she was thinking of taking her grandchildren to Chicago, and I said, well, you better do a little. I'm not trying to scare you, but it's not quite what it used to be, you know. So she said she'd look it up. Yeah, I
I mean,
think that
I think every
things are
area
scary
has
out there. Look at Detroit. It's crazy. Yeah, but not like they used to. You look up the crime, and another thing too is how they categorize it. I think what's going to happen now, it's gotten so bad. Like Memphis is terrible, Detroit's off the charts, Milwaukee's bad, LA's got crazy crime, Nashville's got crazy crime, Birmingham, Alabama, it's nuts. I think what they're going to start doing is they're going to start categorizing crime differently so it doesn't look so bad. Because if they don't, nobody's going to want to go there. I mean, crime is like through the roof. Rochester, same place you live. You have high crime.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's
Before,
always been.
25 years ago, you talked about, yeah, but I mean, back in the day when you heard about Rochester, I remember listening in school about going there and seeing the Photography Hall of Fame and Kodak and all that stuff. And that's
Yeah.
not what Rochester's known for anymore.
Well,
They're out of business, basically. I mean, things have changed so much.
well, the thing with Rochester
You know?
is there's still some nice things. Like we still have museums and um there's definitely like historic nice areas, you know. Is there a lot of crime? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yep. But it's not like it was, and it's getting worse. Crime's a major issue. It's one thing getting your catalytic converter stolen. It's another thing getting murdered or robbed in a nice shopping district. Atlanta too,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think, Tom, I think you should buy a boat. Would you ever buy a boat?
I've had boats before, yeah. Not
It was
anymore, I
just
wouldn't, but I had a couple of them.
was
I have
was
one big
it
one and about 3 small ones.
was it just too much maintenance?
One big one. Yeah, I mean, what happens on a boat, like especially if you're a place like where I was living, is it's a short season. You're at the mercy of the marina, and they're so busy. If you need something done, it's impossible. And what happens is now with the fuel was high then because when you bought fuel at a marina back then, it was like a lot. And, boats get really terrible mileage. I mean, like 2-3 miles a gallon, a big one. And it's more on top of what it is even if you were buying it at the pump for a semi-truck. So it's super expensive. And when you crunch how much time you use it compared to how much time it costs, it just doesn't make sense. When you look at what you've got wrapped up in the slip, the insurance, and the boat, I mean, this fucking thing's costing you like $2,300 an hour to operate by owning it. It doesn't seem like that when you buy it and you just gas it up once in a while. If you want to go somewhere in it, it's like crazy expensive. So, I mean, it doesn't make sense. And if you go down like where I would go to Detroit a lot when I was young, it used to be just jammed with boats. The middle class was doing well, a lot of good paying jobs. You go to the summertime now in the Detroit River, Canada's right, Windsor, Canada's right across the river to the south. You don't see hardly any boats, maybe a handful. I mean, it's changed so much. There used to be like 25-year waits for marina slips, to park your boat because it was so nice and everybody wanted one. If you're going to put a boat in the water, a lot of them you can't trail or they're too big. Now you can get one anywhere you want. Probably not much more than it was back then. I mean, there's still popular places like Florida and on the East Coast and West Coast probably. I don't know what Wisconsin's like, but I know it's really changed a lot in Michigan. It's one thing to have a fishing boat and towing that around. You're at a big advantage because you can tow it around. But when you got to go to a marina, it's expensive. And sleeping on a boat sucks.
Well,
It's just like sleeping in a camper. It's not like a bedroom.
There's a boat club here where they own certain docks and marinas that you can bring your boat. If you're a member, then you can travel with your boat and dock your boat at these marinas for free. Well, not for free because you pay a membership, but
Yeah. I mean, why are you thinking about getting a boat?
I wanted to get a boat, but right now with finances, it's not really feasible because we have a pretty
Yeah.
big marina here.
Yeah, but I bet you do. Yeah. Yep.
But the
Yeah, I
thing
mean,
is
you
that
can. Another thing too. I don't know how it is there. Sometimes you can rent one. Just rent one
Yeah.
for a week. Even if it costs $3 or $4 grand or something. Get out of your system.
Yeah, that's true.
And you'll see all the novelty wears off real quick. Now, a lot of cities have ordinances where you can't sleep on your boat. Live there. They don't want to turn marina slips into you know, homeless shelters. Somebody buys an old crap boat and they're in and out of there all the time. They live on their boat. So that's kind of changed in the old days, when the economy was better. But now a lot of places, they don't want you sleeping on your boat. You may get away with it on a weekend or something like that, but they don't want you living there. Where back in the day, that I knew people that lived on their boat throughout the winter. Maybe they were, traveled and that kind of thing. They'd just get a big boat and they'd park it, and it's still a pain in the ass. When it's wintertime, of course, winter's not that significant anymore. It's warmed up. You get out of an old boat, the dock's got ice and snow, and you got to walk to your car. It's just a pain in the ass. Heating it, and it's a small space, even a big boat. It sounds good, and there's people that do it, but the average Joe gets pretty tired of it pretty quick. But if you think you'd like it, I would rent one. It seems like a lot. Hey, Terry. But it's not. Not when you figure out what you have to put into a boat to own one.
Right.
That's what I think. Yeah. Yeah, sail to warmer waters, you can do that. But even then, I don't know what it's like down south, but I can imagine that if you wanted to park at a good spot, they're probably filled. I don't know how that works when you take your boat down to Florida now in the winter. I'm sure there's way more boats than there are slips. Everybody'd like to do that. There's just, I don't know if they accommodate that or not. It's hard to say. But try it out, yeah. Give it a whirl. Give it a try.
Is Bopak
I couldn't wait. I ended up trading mine. I traded mine for a double wide trailer on 10 acres up north. And you know who my neighbor was? Ted Nugent. Nugent.
Really?
Yeah. Then I eventually sold that. Yeah. I only saw him once. And not as a neighbor. I saw him eating breakfast in a place. I don't even know if he owns that. It was in Irons, Michigan. I don't even know if he owns it anymore up there. I don't know what happened to it.
Hmm.
Well, what happened to you, Terry? You said you haven't been able to walk too much. Yeah, Motor City Madman. Yeah, it's hard to say. But yeah, if you think you'd like it, I know people that have sold their house and tried living on a boat. It usually lasts for about a year. Let's say you won the Powerball and you bought a big kick-ass boat and you had somebody captain and you just fucked off and had a maid and cooked your food and you sailed around the Bahamas all winter. I bet you'd be, in 1 year, you'd be so sick of a boat, it'd be ridiculous. It's not what you're thinking. It's just, more people would do it. It's cool, it's fun, but that novelty wears off pretty quick. It does. Anybody I know that did it, didn't do it for long. Same with people that moved, like Costa Rica. Everybody I moved to Thailand moved back in a couple years. They see these things. What's that other place? Cheap place. There's a lot of young girls down there. Foreign country. Starts with a B. They moved down there and a couple years. Belize, yeah. They moved down there, and after a couple years, they can't wait to get the hell out of there. Bunch of crooked politicians. They just take your house from you one day. Actually, this guy I know down here, that happened to his partner. He ended up getting it back, but the government wanted these properties and just took them. And then he got out of there as quick as he could.
Wow.
And you don't have any rights while you're down there, really. Yeah, no thanks. That's why I decided to do this, because, this isn't the best. But even where I lived in little old up north Michigan, we're getting all this businesses and there's more crime and Instead of no murders, there's one a year. And I figured I'd just come out and live with the birds and the bees for my last 10 or 15 years of living. I don't do shit down here. I'm by myself all the time. There's nothing to do. Zero.
Are there any
Except like,
bars?
No. We don't have any bars and not one liquor store in the whole county. We don't have a hospital in the county.
Really?
My excitement is going to buy 2 hams, staking them in the ground, and turning on my trail cam. And then uploading the videos to YouTube. If I didn't have YouTube, I'd probably killed myself by now. Because I like it out here, but it's because I have an outlet like this.
Right.
I like reading and stuff like that, but I can only do so much of it. This notion that you're going to sit down and read 10 hours is a fucking myth, unless you're in medical school. I like the idea of it, but I can't do it. So I fuck around and go out and, go down the creek, look for some arrowheads, stuff like that. Yeah, it's like if I was much younger, I don't think I could have done it. So in that aspect, it worked out pretty good for me. If you were here, you go crazy.
It is now.
It's like nothing to do.
Is there a lot of what's the population like down there? Is it like kids in their 20s? Is it
The
older?
town is no. Yeah, older. I don't really know because there's no neighbors around here. But the town has only like 300 people. The whole county has only 1,500 people. It's
Oh,
the
wow.
ruralest county east of the Mississippi in the United States. Yeah, it's nuts. And even down here, out in the middle of the boonies, the people around here own 200-300 acres, that kind of thing. Old hunting camps, which is what this is. It's not like nice houses and stuff, but you're so isolated, you don't really know what the house near you is like because it's usually way back and it's got a gated fence. I mean, you'd have to be crazy to come back here and try and rob somebody. It's pitch dark. That's a 2.2 mile drive to the paved road for me.
Oh, wow.
On a dirt road before I get to the main road. Even when I get to the main road, it's like nothing. There is nothing open in the town after like 8 o'clock. And even
So
during the
it's-
daytime, there's nothing to do. A couple so-so restaurants. Yeah.
So you kind of are like camping in a cabin then.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, it's kind of like it. I mean, it's like lots of birds and stuff like that, animals, super quiet. I mean, I may hear like a car go down the road like once a month. Once in a blue moon, an airplane or a low-flying helicopter. But, the stars, it looks like you're in a planetarium. There's no light pollution. It's so dark out here. You look up and it's like, wow, this is awesome. And that's cool and all that stuff. It is. I got to drive an hour to a Barnes & Noble. About 8 months ago, Terry. Yeah, 9 months ago, yeah. It's a one-horse town. So, but, if I was like 35 and the world was like it is now, I'd be thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do? I mean, you want to have excitement, you want to do things. It's a different place down here. The good news is there is something to this Southern hospitality. Everybody is so nice. There's no black and white issue at all. Zero, none. I'd move into an all-black neighborhood in a heartbeat, and it wouldn't be any different. It'd be just like your neighborhood in Rochester. It's the same exact stuff. It's not that way in Detroit, and it's not that way in Atlanta. But down here it is. It's weird. Everybody's like super nice. None of this racial bullshit, which is surprising to me. I never really thought it was possible. And I never really heard about it that much. Nuts. Yeah, it's just so different. Yeah, kind of like The Shining, only warmer weather. Yeah, it's true.
Huh.
Yeah. So, I mean, the timing worked out for me so far, Don't do anything. I mean, if I was like a picture of mental health, I'd probably be someplace else. But for a guy like me, in my circumstances, is like pretty good. You know, I don't
No,
have to interact with anybody if I don't want. And Daisy goes out the door, and I don't need to worry about her getting hit by a car. But it's not
well,
all like,
you're kind of
there's
like
things you miss living this life.
you're kind of like the Little House on the Prairie, then, right?
Yeah. Except, they just took all her books off the shelves in public schools because they asked her one time how she liked living out there. And she said, there's nobody out here, just Indians. And they thought that was racist, and those books were all pulled off the shelves pretty soon.
Wow.
But that's how you thought back then. I mean, she probably didn't mean anything about it. But, if you said that now, you'd lose more than your books getting put out. You'd probably never hear from them again. It shows you how times have changed. Laura Ingalls Wilder, I think's her name.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
at that town here a couple years ago, cut through there.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. But times were so much different then, yeah. Alice Walker's not far from here. Color Purple, about 20 minutes. I ate lunch here the other day. Alice Walker, who, she was friends with Oprah and did The Color Purple. It's kind of interesting. If you go down there, it's just kind of like here. I mean, on one hand, you can see how they hone their skills as a good writer. There's nothing else to do. It wasn't like you were going to the mall and messing around all day. You couldn't. Wasn't one around.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like going in like a rural area or going camping can really like bring out your imagination with things.
Yeah. You get the average, but like I said, it's like, I don't think most people like this lifestyle, which is why, neighborhoods like yours are filled with people on both sides of the streets. You could have it, but somehow you didn't do it. You have neighbors and the store's closed, and you can get a Starbucks or go to the mall or the museum or whatever.
Yeah.
Some
I mean,
people, oddly enough to me, they get scared being this rural. They think like they're going to get murdered while they're sleeping.
I have family that
They think
lives
it's
in
dangerous.
I don't honestly like rural. The thing with living in a rural area is everybody knows everybody and everybody's business. So it's kind of, I
Not here,
mean,
not where I'm at. Not too much where I'm at. Yeah, I don't even know the
yeah, but
people. They don't know me.
you haven't lived there that long though either. And like, do you go grocery shopping or go to the
Yeah, but there's
grocery
no
store?
real. Yeah, but I bet people here that go grocery shopping, they go, they could go in opposite directions. It's not like we have a main grocery store everybody goes to. There isn't one. You've got to go east, west, north, or south. So the likelihood of you run into somebody from here at the same time in a grocery store is pretty low. There's not like any big town meetings or government. We don't have trash pickup here. You got to go
Really?
take it someplace. Yeah, so it's not like, a place where you would run into people all the time. Gas is expensive here. You can get it cheaper other places. So you tend to tank up when you're out shopping or something rather than get gas. It's like 50 cents more a gallon at a local place. So you're not running into people there because the people that live here don't want to pay that much. So it's a little different,
Oh,
I mean, we've had chances like, I don't want to know my neighbors here, to tell you the truth. There's a guy that lives a couple miles or about a mile away that has chickens, and I've run into him a couple times, and he wants to like drop off eggs all the time. And I said, nah, that's okay. I mean, I like eggs, but I don't want him stopping by here all the time and talking for 45 minutes because he dropped over the eggs. I don't want any visitors. Marty's the same way.
do not
We've
disturb.
discouraged people. We don't want people stopping by on four-wheelers and just sitting on the porch and talking for 2 hours. There are people like that, but not us. I like it like it is. I don't want like neighbors coming over, borrowing cups of sugar and that kind of stuff. you know.
Well, I mean,
And
I
I know
have
the
neighbors like that.
egg thing was going to be the. Oh, do you really?
Hmm.
They stop by?
No, I mean, everyone pretty much does their own thing. I mean, once in a while they might wave or say hi or something, but nothing crazy.
I mean, if I see a car going down the road, I kind of like wonder who's that. I don't know him because I know I don't know him. It's weird. Yeah, it's different. I mean, it's good. It's better than I was, but it has its downfalls. You better be able to handle being alone, or
So,
you wouldn't like it here at all.
so the Barnes and Noble, is that in a shopping center?
There's two of them. I can go to Augusta for an hour, or I can go to Athens, which I go there quite a bit, which is a college town where the University of Georgia is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in a shopping mall, both of them. The ones in Augusta is in a really nice mall, like the old days that they're trying to keep nice. And the one in the college town isn't as nice, although they've got better selections of books because it's like kind of an academic setting. What's surprising about Athens to me is how far like some of the businesses are away from campus and that people go that far. Like the Barnes and Noble's on the very northwest side. Like I noticed a Krispy Kreme the other day. And it just seems like too far away from the main population, but they're both in business, so maybe not. But most of that stuff is closer. I mean, I like Athens, but it's a pain in the ass for me to go there because everything I go to is on the northwest side. Doctors, restaurants, bookstores, and I come from the southeast. And even though it's a rural, nice drive, it's an hour and 10 minutes one way. And if I was going to the east side, it'd be about 40 minutes. Once you make that, it was a poorly designed city. It started out as a college, and then the place just grew, and you got to go around everything in a big circle. You don't go through anywhere, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but I'm willing to put up with it because I like going up there. I like that. College towns are a good, safe bet to live in, except they're all gotten so expensive. You look at properties in college towns, Ann Arbor, Madison, Champaign, Illinois, Athens. Houses are a lot. Property. And it's not like a party school. It's got a pretty good reputation. But I like it. You know, Ann Arbor just got voted as the nicest city to live in the country. And Athens is kind of like that too. It's nice up there. Nice place. Got everything. That's where I go to my doctor up there and dermatologist. Not too bad at traffic. Although traffic around 5 o'clock at Athens is a pain in the ass. I avoid it like as much as I can. It's more than you'd think. Certainly not like Atlanta traffic, but it's a lot. You don't want to be up around there around 5 o'clock or a football weekend. Forget it. That's the first thing I do when I want to go up there. Make sure they're not having a football game.
Well,
Oh,
football's
Bamboo? Yeah, I believe that. What's that?
well, football's over with now, so
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But, you know, they were national champions 2 years in a row here. So it's a
that's
big
right.
deal there. Yeah, big deal. Yep. So just hang in there. Every place has its advantages and disadvantages. You know, I'm never heard a siren, police car, nobody screaming, yelling. Couple gunshots around hunting season. It's like no noise. You'll never hear a radio playing or something or a loud muffler.
Are there a lot of crickets? Do you hear a lot of crickets?
No, not really, but I noticed the spring peepers are starting to get loud now. And they're
Oh,
like
okay.
really loud. You know, I've got a good recorder that I'm going to record them at. And it's like, you don't realize how loud things are until you're in a place like this with no other ambient noise. And the sensitivity on this recorder is really super sensitive. I mean, even if you tone it down as good as you can, it's made for like bird singing, violin playing from a long way away at a concert hall, that kind of thing. And down here, when I turn that thing on, I've got to you wouldn't believe how far I have to turn it down because it recognizes that sound peeper is such a loud, high pitch. It's crazy. It's like deafening, man. You hear these spring peepers. I mean, it's really cool, but it's also really loud. I mean, if you didn't like the sound of those, you'd be in big trouble here in the spring. And the birds singing down here are crazy. It's so loud in the morning. These birds are everywhere. I mean, these are just huge forests here, and the birds are starting to migrate now. And there's literally all kinds of birds.
Do you have a lot of bird feeders? What's the most popular bird that you see there?
Yeah. Well, now they're migrating. They're on their way someplace else. But, we have a lot of all the songbirds, every single songbird you could think of in the United States that does this corridor, north and south. I'd say everything. It's not just like one. Of course, we have crows, turkeys, those kind of things. And we've got wood duck that's been building a nest over in the pond. But it's all the finches, plovers, everything heading up northeast. I'm surprised they're this far inland. Any cardinals, blue jays, canaries, hummingbirds, although we only get ruby-throated hummingbirds here. Once it warms up, we'll have hummingbirds by the hundreds. I mean, it's loud. If you're sitting out in the porch, it is loud. You could be talking on the phone, and there's so many hummingbirds that people ask, what's that noise? It's crazy. I just put out 2,000 pounds of corn Sunday. That'll probably be all gone Friday. And I could put out, I bet, 50 pounds of birdseed a day, and it'll get eaten, no problem. And most of the birds aren't even here. I always wonder when I do this, what's this stuff eating if I wasn't feeding them? I mean, something, because there's just, hundreds of miles here of just the things they find. And I notice the insects are starting to come out. Maybe they do it, but it's crazy the amount of food I'll tell you what surprised me, with these trail cams and being around here a lot, is how much food these vultures need to survive. Both of them, the turkey vulture and the black vulture. These babies can down some food. That's why I took those hams and I put them a little further inside the woods this time, because I didn't want the vultures eating it all. They ate quite a bit, but not like they would have been if it would have been out in the middle of a field. Those birds can go through. One bird, I bet, could eat a 5-pound ham in a day. And they're usually 20 of them together.
Uh-huh.
There's cultures where they chop your body up and put you on a mountain and let the vultures eat you instead of bury you. They could do that with me. I'd be cool with that. You can look it up on YouTube. Totally clean you up. No carbon footprint from cremation, not poisoning the water table with dead bodies. Just going back to Mother Nature. I like the idea of it, to tell you the truth. Yeah, sky burial. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, sky burial. That's what it is. Look it up on YouTube, yeah. Oh, it was on Joe Rogan. If I had my druthers, I mean, I know I'm going to die, right? I hope I just die and I wish I knew I was going to die and I'd take all my clothes off. And then I'd just walk out there where these vultures are and die. And I'd hope it'd be some do-gooder wouldn't. I'm here alone a lot of times for sometimes 3 weeks. Nobody's here, just me. But I'm sure if Marty came home, found me dead, he'd I told him I'd rather have the vultures eat me, but because the way the culture is, you'd probably call the police and say, hey, my buddy's dead. But I hope they'd eat me, all of me, before he came home and he'd just find my wallet or something. Because I think it's stupid to put all this money in burials. Plus it'd be,
Do you have a well?
that'd be yeah, I do, but I'm going to be changing it pretty soon because my wife was in it.
Oh, well,
I'll probably give Marty my estate. Yeah, but you can't. That's hard to do. Yeah, but I couldn't put in a will, I want you to take me out and let the vultures eat me. I'll tell you what's unusual down here that you can't do in most states, and that is you can be buried on your own property. There's a family, just as I go to Athens, that's got a huge gravestone right in front of their trailer, and they always have fresh flowers on it. And one of these days, I'm going to stop and I'm going to ask him about that because I'm curious about it. It's like a big, giant, expensive, granite is from Elberton, where they make tons of memorials and tombstones for the whole country. Elberton, Georgia, that's where the granite comes from. It's not the pretty granite like you'd use on a tabletop. It's the kind you see on tombstones. And this thing was expensive because it's a big one. They always have fresh flowers on it. So I don't know whether that was, I guess obviously a relationship. I don't think it was anybody that was there before they bought the trailer, but it seemed that be a little rough on selling it if they ever wanted to move, because it's just like a big, giant tombstone, nice, with some names on it and beautiful flowers right in front of the entrance to their trailer.
That's
And I see that
crazy.
around here. I see that around here a lot. So I could get buried here, but I'd rather just get left out for the vultures to eat me. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. There's this one, I wish Jabel was on, because I told her about this guy, a poet, and she bought the book after I told her about it. I can't think of his name, because I really didn't know too much about him, but that's how I found out about these. That was his dying wish that the vultures would eat him, and they never found any of them where he went. So it looks like it happened. And then I got thinking about it, and I looked it up a little bit. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it's weird how when you're amongst the living, you think of a mausoleum, cremation, you want to be put in the ground. So it turns out a lot of people, even though they're going to be dead, don't like the idea of being underground in the dark. It's interesting, the way people look at things. Yeah. I don't do you care what they do with you when you die?
I haven't really thought about it much. I mean, like, I've always had, like, I have a family burial plot in the cemetery here where all my family from generations, but
Oh, and
I don't
you've got a spot already?
no, I didn't pay for one yet. Like, I don't know if I want to be buried. The thing is it's like, I don't know. I
How
mean,
about this? Is there any significance to you being buried next to your husband? Do you give a shit about that?
no, and I'm
Do
gonna
you think
tell
it is?
you no, because you're dead. Like, you're, I don't know. I don't think it makes anybody closer. I don't think it symbolizes, I,
But look what Janet here said. Sorry to interrupt you, but look what Janet here says. Right here. See, and I've heard this before, which surprises me. I'm with you, Michelle, same way. See, it bothers her. Late 60s. She does not want to be put in the ground, even though she's going to be dead.
well,
So,
I know many people who want to get cremated and then their ash,
hey, Penny.
they literally tell people that they want their ashes spread out like over the river or there's certain spots, and you can always go about it like that.
Yeah, but cremation, that leaves a huge carbon footprint.
You can have you could have you could feed the animals with your ashes, Tom.
They won't
Someone
eat
had some
ashes.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd rather just eat my body. They'd probably spit it out. Find 20 dead vultures. Like, what the fuck did those things eat? And it's like, Tom Reed, crazy bastard, died back there, and the vultures, there's 20 dead vultures. There'd like be one bite, just 21 single bites out of me. And then the vultures would be dead too. And they'd cremate the vultures. Yeah, it's crazy. No, I don't think I just don't. That's a big stretch when you're amongst the living to plan your death and your burial. The burial, I don't really care too much about. I hope I
I,
have enough balls to stick to that.
I mean, I think like at a certain age, it's just appropriate to have have everything down in writing and get I mean, not saying that you want to die or that that's what you think about all the time, but I think it's something that you should do and take the time to do, and So that way it's not like there's people who love and care about you. No one knows what to do or what your last wishes were. Or you know what I mean? Then people start fighting
Yeah,
and you
no,
know,
that's not an issue for me. That's not going to be a problem for me. I do have a burial thing plot next to a stillborn brother and sister I bought about 15 years ago. And I only got that because I didn't want, and I knew my parents weren't there. See, this is how we get thinking. Like she said, she didn't want to be buried under the ground. If you said to me, well, you know what, Tom, I'm going to give you a plot right next to your parents. Even though I'm going to be dead, I don't want to be buried next to my parents. You know, Janice doesn't want to go into the ground. Somebody else wants to get cremated. I'm going to be dead. What difference does it make? I want vultures to eat me, but I do not want you burying me next to my parents. So I knew if I got my own place and I died, rather than just throw me in the garbage. But, 15 years is a long time to reflect on this. And now I just hope that vultures get to eat me. They probably won't, but I do think I'll get buried here. You know what I mean?
Tom will
I
haunt
like the idea of it.
Tom will haunt
Yeah,
everybody if you bury him
yeah.
next to his parents.
I hope I get it on my. I hope it's on my trail cams. You just see it, my dead body laying there, and you'll see a vulture come up and like bite into it, and then just spit it out and keel over. I'll tell you what, my will, I'll have them send you the SD card, so maybe that can put you on the map with your first viral video. It's like this big asshole finally died, and look, the vulture wanted to eat him, and he was poisoned. That'd be crazy. You won't need to blur out the faces or anything. Make sure you check the box, though, that it's not suitable for people under 18, and there's no paid promotion, so you don't get a strike.
You can we'll have Viagra promote you, okay?
Yeah, do it. Hell yeah, that'd be cool. Be great. I can't imagine what this place is going to be like 50 years from now. This Earth, it's nuts.
Everyone
I
will
was
be
watching
like,
a little thing. I had TV on. I don't watch much TV, but it showed these soldiers from Ukraine fighting Russia, and they're in these foxholes. And I'm thinking, what a position to be in. I mean, anytime Russia wants to ramp it up and just wipe them off the map, they will. And here you got like 5 guys in there, fighting for Ukraine that probably really don't have a clue on what's really happening. I just felt
right.
sorry for them. That you could be in that kind of position in this day and age. So things could be a lot worse. Irish style viewing. What is that? I'm not sure what that is. Irish style viewing. What is that? I don't know what Irish style viewing is. Do you know what that is, Michelle?
No, and I'm
What do you
Irish.
get drunk and everybody get drunk, start fighting, start punching the corpse? What goes on? I don't know what they do. It's got to have something to do with drinking, doesn't it? I never heard of it. I don't know. I could get buried in the Astrovan. Oh, reef ball positioning. What is that reef ball positioning? What is that, Penny? Soda, teas, and coffees. Michelle, you still there? See, now our audio went out, I think. Damn thing. Maybe she hit her mute accidentally. I don't know what it entails, the Irish viewing. I'm not going to have one, so it doesn't matter. I've never heard of one, though. I don't know what it means. Irish style viewing. Huh. Hard to say. A reef ball. I don't think you can do that, can you? I think they don't let you put stuff in the ocean like that, ashes and stuff anymore. I know that there's places where if they catch you dumping ashes, you'll get a ticket for it. It's considered pollution. Believe it or not, I wasn't friends with these guys, but I knew them. But I know 2 pilots that got killed dumping ashes for the family. For some reason, these guys, I don't know why they do it. They think they need to get low. It's the worst thing you can do. Same with buzzing houses. I know 2 guys that crashed buzzing houses. Getting low. Low's okay, but don't get slow. I just some of the stupid people that can. Oh, you can do it, huh? You're going to do it. Look it up, a reef ball. Now I know you can't even put like that chum to get sharks attracted. You can't do that in Florida anymore. All those shows now, they're filmed in Bahamas because people are getting attacked and stuff from people, dumping this stuff in the water. Michelle, what are you doing over there? You're playing a reef ball, huh? Let me look that up on my phone now. Where's my phone? Reef ball. I mean, I don't think I'll do it, but it's kind of cool. Oh, and 2 pets, huh? Huh. That's interesting. Reef ball. Reef ball burial. You're going to have a ways to go there living in Texas. Where are you going to get thrown out? Corpus Christi? Eternal Reefs. Arlington of the Sea. Oh, Living Legacies. Combines cremation, urn, ash, scattering, burial at sea. An impermanent environmental tribute to life. Here's a reef ball burial. Are mixed with concrete and molded into a reef ball, a hollow, holy structure that's up to 6 feet wide and 5 feet tall. It sits on the seafloor, ideally creating marine habitat, preventing erosion. I never heard of that. Huh, that's kind of cool. That's got to be kind of expensive, isn't it? Do that? Shared a video of a rendering plant. Oh, really? What's that do? What's it, strangle you or something? I think it's neat, too. I mean, I hope you do it, but I just can't believe that, in this crazy day and age, that you can just take something that big and just dump it off a boat and not get nailed for dumping or polluting. Yes, it is triples. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Huh. I like the idea of it. I mean, if I really had my druthers, I'd get cremated, have my ashes put in 2 shotgun shells, and pay a hitman to go down and blast my wife and her new boyfriend. That's how I want to go out. They do the DNA. It's like, God, this is. We've done the DNA sampling. We sent it to what do they call those sites where you match your family together? And there's Tom Reed DNA, and we can't figure this out. Genealogy. Yeah, genealogy. Hear Daisy talking now. She's getting bored. I hear you, hon. You want to go pee-pees? Huh? Corals, yes, that's cool. Off Fort Lauderdale coast, and they sunk a couple. I know they do that. I hear you, Daisy. Daisy wants to have it done too. Can you hear her? She does this. I'm on the computer too long. What are you doing, hon? What, are you getting bored? What are you doing, honey? Huh? Here, let me see. Oh, you're feeling good, huh? Wow. Oh, feeling good, huh? Good girl, huh? Oh, you're feeling good, huh? You didn't get enough exercise today, huh? You didn't get enough exercise today? Easy wanted to play a little bit. You want to play a little bit, hon? Oh, yeah, that's a good girl. Oh, that's a good baby. Oh, that's a good baby. Oh, you feeling good, huh? Dad was on the computer too long? Oh, yeah. Good girl, huh? Daisy loves Marty. That's a good girl, isn't it? Wow. Oh. No, I didn't see the Irish viewing answer. Look in there, hon. Look at the people in there. Oh, you good girl, huh? Oh, yeah. That's a good baby. Good, honey. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're feeling good, huh? Good girl. Oh, that's a Daisy feeling good. Oh, good girl, hon. She gets mad when I get on the computer. Oh, I got a private chat thing.
Good girl, honey. Good girl, honey.
I never noticed these private chats, like the worst place you could put this thing. Maybe it's somebody telling me to go to hell. Do you see me? Yeah, I do see you, salty girl. That was at 9:19. Yeah, see, I told you they were hard to see. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, I would have noticed it. What'd you say about the Iris viewing? The hell is that? Hi, honey. What do you want?
What do you want, a treat? What do you want, a treat? What's a treat? Oh, you want a treat, huh? All right. You want a treat? All right. Okay. All right. I'll get you a treat. There you go. Wow. Really wanted a treat. Good girl, huh? Good girl, honey.
I hope these mineral waters aren't as bad as Michelle said. I'll be dead tomorrow. It's my third one. Hey, Terry, how you doing? Oh, Soylent Green, never heard of it. Yeah, that sounds good, Janice. I'd be up for that. Yeah, let's do it. Cool. Charleston Heston, he spent time where I lived in Michigan. St. Helen, Michigan. Well, I never heard of it. Huh. No kidding. Well, that's cool. I'll watch it. Yeah, check it out. Hey, I want to ask you guys this. Tell the truth, too. It's no fun if you lie. Do you ever go look up old relationships, like girls or guys, see how they're doing in life? Do you ever do that? Oh, okay. I'll watch it. Yeah. I never heard Soylent Green. I don't know what it is. I never heard of it. I don't know what it is.
I wouldn't joke about it because I wouldn't know what you were talking about. I will joke about it, though, if it's funny.
Good night, Janice. Yeah, it's good having you. Oh, really, Terry Towner? No, I got to check it out. I will watch it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Yep. Check it out. Huh. Wonder what happened to Michelle. Her mic's not muted either. Weird. What are you doing, Michelle? Are you freaking out? I've always done it. No, I've always done it. Yeah, I check on them, see what they're doing. Yeah, I've done it. I've done it more than once. See if they stayed married. How big they got. Wonder to myself where you get jeans that size. And then give my thanks that I'm not with them any longer. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Except Facebook, man. I'm not a Facebook guy at all. I avoid it like the plague. Oh, why are you lucky dog? Wow. Oh, come on, Dribbles. Why not? Go out with them. I think you should give it a whirl. Oh, they look you up. How do you know that? How do you know that, Terry? Yeah. I think it's a normal curiosity. Seems like it would be to me. I think so. Terry, why don't you come on up here? Introduce yourself. Penny, you want to come up? Let's party. Chris, fix that thing. Come on up. You other 55 people out there? Let's come on up. Introduce yourself. Rochelle, you want to come up and party? Did you do your hair today? Mary, I think she went to Betty. Betty, bye. Come on up, Frisky. Let's party. I just posted a link. No, it's a different Terry. I'm pretty sure it is, unless you know otherwise. Yeah, that's how I feel too. Oh, okay, Terry. Hey, H-Go Lightly, how you doing? Oh, okay. Well, you're covered then. I guess I'll take Michelle's thing off since she's not around anymore. Now, see, I can add her to the stream, so she must like be on. I don't know how you do that because I can usually tell if she's muted her mic, and she hasn't, but yet she's on like she's active. Oh, that's no problem. You can't make it tonight? That's okay. Oh, I don't care. Inquiring minds. Yeah, I bet you fell asleep. But she didn't mute the mic, but I guess you wouldn't if you fell asleep. Oh, okay. I'll check that out too. Yeah, she might have fallen asleep. Yeah, she could have. Probably got her vibrator out. I hear you, Daisy. Oh, Michelle, yeah, she's sweet. Yeah. She probably has some fetish about like talking about dying and grave sites and stuff. Turned her around. Yeah, I know. The microphone. Yeah, I know. That's the weird thing about it is because it's not muted on her end. But you'd hear something in the background. She was sleeping. I'd never seen this before. Yeah, hear a big vibrator. Zzz. She thought it was muted. Oh, black walnut cooking. Oh, good for you, Terry. Oh, that's cool. Cool. Living off the earth. Good for you. That's cool. Well, I think I'm going to sign off here, you guys. I'm going to knock out a little reading and party on. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Good day tomorrow. I'll come on tomorrow. Tomorrow's probably about the time these movies will be uploaded. We'll party tomorrow night. Thank you, Terry. Triples. Chris. Dave. Oh, wait a minute. Frisky. You guys party on. Janice, I think you left already. Yep, party on. Sure will. Thank you. So you guys take care. And I'll see you later.